Now, for more than 10 years, Bangladesh grew at a rate of about 6%, making it one of the fastest growing countries in the world. Then came the pandemic and the war in Ukraine, and Bangladesh found itself saddled with surging inflation, an energy crisis, and its FX reserves are dwindling, forcing it to seek the help of the IMF. Let's get perspective from the Prime Minister, 160 million people, Prime Minister, one of the most populous countries in the world. And even as we talk about an economy that is slowing, you are expected to grow at more than 5% this year. Give us a sense of the downside risk, perhaps, given the uncertainties in the world.
Well, first of all, I thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, and also I thank His Majesty the King, to Amir of Qatar. His Majesty the Amir Qatar, he invited me to join this Qatar Economic Forum. So it's a great opportunity for me to meeting you and the Qatari people. So I thanks to everybody. Well, in Bangladesh, as you know that, well, with a long struggle, we liberated our country under our father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. We liberated this country. Our people suffered a lot for a long time. Poverty, exploitation, nepotism, terrorism, so many things happened to our people. After liberation, my father started rebuilding the country, and within 3.5 years, he rebuilt the country, and country recognized as LDC. When everything was going smoothly, unfortunately, my father, he was the then president, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, was assassinated. And after that, our country, actually the power was occupied by the military dictator, one after another. And they just, I can say that they never thought about our people. Our people remain as it is, rather their economic conditions, social condition, everything went down. Well, when my family was assassinated, my father, mother, my 3 brothers, 2 sisters-in-laws, everybody, me and my younger sister, we were abroad, so we survived. So after 6 years, I returned home. Then I thought that I should do something for my people. So first, I formed government in 1996. Then we made some development, but again we had problem. There is a military-backed government came to power, so again our people suffered a lot. But then second time in 2008 election, when we formed government, we started with a planned way the economic development. Now within these 14 years, we made tremendous progress. But the development we continue, and gradually. It is not that with a just planned way, with targeted plan that which is our priority: food security, nutrition, healthcare, housing, clothing, everything. So we are going smoothly. In 2019 to 20, we achieved our GDP 8.1%. So we are very happy that we will go forward. But 2015, Bangladesh graduated a lower middle class, but we have our target that we will do more. We are doing very well. Unfortunately, this COVID-19 pandemic started. And that time, not only Bangladesh, I can say the whole world suffered because of this COVID-19. But with our all pragmatic plan, program, we overcome the situation. We just started rebounding our economy gradually. Unfortunately, this Ukraine-Russia war.
And now you're looking to the IMF. We know that a $4.7 billion loan is under review. Are you able to meet the IMF commitments given that elections are on the way?
I'm telling you one thing, that yes, because of this COVID-19, when this Ukraine war started, this inflation rate went so high, the price of the fuel or fertilizer, food, everything gone up. Naturally, we face a jerk that suddenly facing problem. But then we overcome. Now, about IMF loan, I can tell you that our economy is going smoothly. From, though 8% GDP we couldn't achieve, but average 6% GDP still we are achieving. So taking IMF loan, it is not that our economy is very much suffering or that. It is only because we want that just give a cushion to our economy and understanding that, yes, we want to develop more, that's why. And you know that IMF, they only give their, they assist country which can repay their bill, the loan I am taking. First they think that whom they are giving loan, whether they can able to pay it back or not. So Bangladesh in a position that yes, we took the loan as much, as long as we need it, and I am very much sure that definitely we are able to use the loan for our progress, and side by side we are able to pay it back.
So Bangladesh is confident it can meet IMF commitments. I want to touch on the energy crisis, which is in a critical stage in Bangladesh. We know that it's already raised prices 3 times already this year. It's intending to raise another time. What are the prospects? Because some people say that perhaps you should be looking at cutting prices instead.
Cutting price for?
For energy.
Well, the price already, whole world, this price has been increased. So yes, we are also suffering, but for our people, for our development, we always give them other facilities so that people do not suffer. By this time, we make that Bangladesh, now almost all the houses we can supply electricity, then Wi-Fi connection, then infrastructure development is there. The price hike is affecting every country, not only Bangladesh, and we are also suffering for that. But yes, of course, we are looking for alternative like renewable energy, solar panel, and other, how to continue our progress that we are looking forward.
And looking for more supplies of LNG from Qatar as well, like the long list of countries.
Well, with Qatar, we have, relationship for a long time, and we buy LNG from Qatar. We have long-term agreement, and that will, I hope that will continue. But I know there is a lack of energy, so and fuel is crisis. There is a crisis, a tremendous crisis all over the world. But now those, the oil price, oil producing country, there is a tremendous demand. It is true, but because we have already long-term agreement, so it will continue. I am very much hopeful.
We know that countries like India have been seeking oil from Russia at a much cheaper price. Is Russia a possible supplier for you?
Well, from Russia we never bought oil, but...
Might you consider?
Well, wherever it is available and who will give a comfortable price, definitely we will avail that. Why not? Listen, our foreign policy is very clear. I just want to tell the audience that Bangladesh foreign policy is friendship to all, malice to none. So with everybody we have very good relationship. And another thing I want to mention, that yes, country to country maybe have conflict, but we never poke our nose to that. We never, play a partisan role. We need to develop our country. We need to fulfill our people's demand. We need to develop country so that our people get a better life, a developed life. And we have a targeted plan. Now, we just recently graduated from LDC. In 2026, we will start that as a developing country, we will start our program. Yes, 2030 SDG, we have taken many programs to fulfill the SDG, UNG program. And I'm very much confident that, yes, we can do it. We will do it, yes. Side by side, we have our own program. Like 2041, we want to develop our country as a developed country and a smart country, because the ICT, digital device and technology, we started training our people, we are working. So for our development and for the cause of our people, for giving a better life for our people, we are ready to avail everything from where it is possible.
Prime Minister, I want to touch on the upcoming elections, which need to be held by January 2024. You've been in power for, I think, about 14 years now. How much more longer do you think you'll be in power?
As long as my people want me, because I'm working for people. I'm working for people, you see. You know, my father had a dream. He wanted to give these people a better life. So this is my aim, that our people should not suffer from hunger, suffer from malnutrition, suffer from lack of housing or education or healthcare. So I want to ensure, already we have done, in our humble way, at least their basic need within these 14.5 years. Now we are able to fulfill their basic needs. Our poverty level, it was 41%, 41.5% in 2006. Now, the 2022, we reduced it to 18.7%. Our extreme poverty level, it was 25.5%. Now we reduced to 5.6%. And I hope within 2-3 years, there will be no extreme poverty.
But countries like the US have come out to say they would like to see a freer and fairer election, and the opposition has come out to say that as long as you're in power, they're unlikely to be part of the election process. How is it going to be freer, fairer, and more participatory?
Listen, in our country, after 1975, when my father was assassinated, after that the military dictator took over power, and that time they jeopardized all electronic process. The election was just a game. It is our struggle. In 1981, when I returned home, because 1975 I told you that me and my sister and myself, we were abroad. So we lived abroad as a refugee. That was actually a refugee life. But in 1981, when my party, Bangladesh Awami League, elected me as the president of the party in my absentia when I returned home. Since then, we started struggling for democracy, for people's voting right, people's right to vote. That means they should have right to exercise their adult franchise. So it is our struggle to ensure free, fair election, and we did it. During our time, every election, yes, some opposition may raise the question, but the opposition position, at present, the main opposition, that party was constituted by a military dictator. They first capture power, then they form this party. In 2008 election, nobody could raise any question about the election, but that election, what was the result? Now this party, who is raising this point, that party get only 29 seats out of 300 seats in our parliament. So this party, they had 20 party alliance, so they get only 29 seats. So I am here to ensure our people's voting right, because people should decide who will run the country. It is people's power. So I want to ensure people's power. I am here not to grab power. Rather, I want to power our people that they should have their right to choose their government. So under our government, definitely election will be free and fair. Why not? Now, some parties said they will not participate. How they can participate? Because during their time, countries suffered a lot. Our people suffered. That time, the terrorist activities increased. Every year, there was a corruption, nepotism. So exploitation. They never bother for people. It was very difficult for our people to get one meal per day. That was their situation. When my party came back to power, since then we ensure everything for our people. So now, election, it is people's right. What we have done, now people understand that. If they vote for us, I am here. If they don't, okay, fine. Now, during our time, there are many by-elections, local elections. You can see who is getting problem, who is not. But every election, some incident may take place. Now, you mentioned about the US. So now you just think about the US president election. Mr. Trump still didn't accept the result. What they can say now? So, already we ask everybody, whoever want to send, even if they want to send observer, they can do it. So I can tell you that I am here to ensure my people's democratic right, voting right, and it is our struggle. And through my struggle, so many times I face the worst situation you cannot imagine. Yes, I survived. I don't know. Allah has given me, maybe Allah has given me some job to do. Till that time, I know I am here because I lost all my family members. I cannot forget that. Even I didn't get justice. So I am here to serve my country, my people, that they should live a better life, a prosperous life. Bangladesh, we liberated, so Bangladesh would be a developed country. That is my aim. So why I should, try to jeopardize people's rights? What we have established, So they should think about it. So definitely election will be free and fair. And now, well, the party, I told you, there's a military ruler, they constitute those party, or the war criminals party, or the killers of our parents' party. They may not feel comfortable, but other people, there are many other parties. Those parties will participate in the election.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't understand why they raise this question time and again.
On that note, we have to end the conversation. Prime Minister, we thank you so much for your time today. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Thank you.